Welcome to Data in Nutshell. In this video, we are going to see how to use all the options available under Home tab in Microsoft Excel. So we are going to use one by one all these options on this data set, and I'll tell you how to use them effectively. So let's start. Click on Home tab, and we see that under Clipboard, we have these options: Paste, Cut, Copy, and Format Painter. So the basic operation in Excel is copy and paste. So what is the shortcut of copy? It is Control plus C. Press Control button, press C, and it will highlight like this. Go to the cell where you want to paste it, Control V, that is paste. Copy and paste, simple. But what if there is a formatting in the cell like this? The cell is yellow, or there is any other formatting in the cell. You will Control C, but when you will paste, don't use Control V, use Control Shift V. It will only take the cell value of this instead of the entire data. For example, if I do Control C and Control V, see the color is also here. But if I only want the text, then just do Control C and Control Shift V. That is all. How to use Format Painter? So for example, in this cell, the color is yellow. I want to make this cell also as yellow, or the entire range as yellow. So what I'm going to do is I will go to the cell from where I want the format. Then I'll click this. It will highlight like this, and then I'll drag on the cells on which I want that formatting. And here it is. It will copy the formatting part from cell H6 to the entire range which is selected. You can select one cell as well. For example, if I go here, Format Painter, and only this cell, you will see that you can transfer the formatting to a single cell or a range of cells. This is how to use Clipboard options in Home tab. Let's move to font section. For example, I want to use a different font altogether. So you have a drop down here. You have all the options. For example, I want to change the formatting of this data. I'll go and click on it, and I'll hover on it. You will see that the formatting is getting changed, right? The style is getting changed. So I'll set it to Arial. Like this, you can directly change, or you can select on this part, and all the columns and rows will be converted to green. And now you can go and select the entire data set will change accordingly. Just select whatever you want and keep it. That's it. Now, what is this? This is the font size. If I want to increase or decrease it, I can do it from here. I'm just hovering it. I'm not selecting it. So you can go and check what is the font size is required in your report. What are these? These are font up and font down. If I want to increase the font automatically, it will increase it by 2, it will decrease it by 2. Now what is this B? This is bold. If you want to bold the text or all the text you want, select this, bold it, unbold it. Similarly, if you want to do an italics, right? If you want to convert the text into italics, just click on this, like this. If you want to underline the text, you can underline it from here. If you want a double line, you can use this option. If you want to strike through, you don't want that data in the report, just click on it and it will strike through the data. You can select the entire row like this and then click on this. The entire row will be striked off. After that, we have an option of borders. You can see that black borders are there all around the table. Just click on Control A. It will select the entire data table here. Now let's see what it does. I'll click on this no border. It will remove all the borders. And what you are seeing, this is grid line. This is not border. This is not the border color. If you will print it, it will be only text and no lines will be there. Now if you want lines, all the lines on all the grid lines, then all border. So you can try out the variations which are present here. Also, you can change the border color as well. Go to border color and change it, and it will change the border color as well. After this, we have fill color. So what we were using here, just click on escape. Yeah. Now click on this drop down and you can select any color you want in the cell. I used this and I directly clicked on this button. So whatever you have selected previously, it will come. So if I select it as this blue, you will see it is converting it as a blue. Now the color is blue. If you want to select this, select. You can change the formatting like this. Okay. Now if you want to change the text color, then this option. The name is, if you hover on this, font color, right? Click on this and you will see that the text color is changing, right? So this is the font part, all the options discussed here. Let's move to alignment. Alignment is really very important when your data set has a lot of values. So for example, the numbers are on the left. I want to keep it on the right. So I'll go here and I'll select on this, align text right, left, middle. If you want to change the order like this, select the cell, move it on the top, at the center, at the bottom, left, center, right. Right? If you want to keep it on the left, click on this. And I don't want the text at the center, but I want a indent in it. I'll click on this, then this, then this. So accordingly, you can set the data. Now, if you want to change the orientation, I want data like this, right? You can change the angle from here. I'll just do Control Z, Control Z to bring it back. Okay. So this is one part of the alignment. The second part is wrap text. For example, your data is like this, or you want all the data to be visible at once. So I'll select this or Control A and I'll click on wrap text and see all the data is in one cell now. If I again click on it, it will move like this. So data will get hidden, but if I click on wrap text, it will wrap it and it will fit it in the single cell. Okay. Now let's see how to use merge and center. So for example, I have two cells here and I want to combine these two cells. Then merge is used. Click on this and you will see this is a one cell. Let's border it. I'll go here and put a border around it. And you will see that the border is this, the red color, right? So now I want to center it. The data is at the bottom. So I'll go and click on this. And it will bring the data like this. So this is how you can merge the cells and put one data in it. So these two names are same. That's why we want to merge it in the data table. So you can directly use this. This is the alignment part. Let's move to the number part. Now this is a column of salary. As you can see that there is no, let's remove the strike. Yeah, this is a salary and you can see there is no currency symbol in this, and also there are decimals. I don't want decimals, right? I don't want decimals, and also I want currency symbol in this. So I'll select the data, then I'll move to general. I'll click on drop down. I'll click on the currency, and now it is giving me in pounds. I'll go click on this and we have an option of English United States. I'll go and click on this. It will convert the data with this formatting. It will put a currency symbol in front of it. Now I don't want the decimals. So for decimals, you can see these two arrows, left and right. So you see there are two zeros after decimal, and in this we have 1 0. So I'll just click on this once and again 1. That means we want to reduce the decimals. That's why 1 0. If I want to increase it, I can click on it. Right? This is how you set the number. Now, if you want a comma separation, so in this cell, we already have the comma separation. In case if you don't, you can go and click on this, the percentage sign. If this is a percentage, 0.056, and I want to convert this number into percentage, I'll go and click on this button. I'll select this cell and click on this 6. Now I want the decimals also. I'll click on this 00 and it will come. So this is how you can format number. There are variations for this. If you go in the drop down, you have number, normal number, currency, accounting, date, long date, short date, time, comma separation, fraction, scientific and text. So as per the usage, in my upcoming videos, you will see that we are going to use all these options in detail. But for now, you can go and have a look of all the options which is suitable. In case if you want any option that you do not understand, just let me know in the comment section. I'll create a video for it. Now let's move to the next part, which is styles. So if I go and click on conditional formatting, this is very important. Under this, we have highlight cells rules. So for example, I'll select this column. I'll select all the data in this. Go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, and I want all the cells to be highlighted where the salary is more than 30,000. So I'll click on greater than. This is the range E2 to E03, E2 to E03. Cell value is greater than, what is the input? Input is 30,000. And I want to mark it as green and done. It will change all the color of the cells wherever the value, the number is greater than 30,000, right? And now what is the use? The use is, now you can filter the green values if you want, or you can filter the ones which are not highlighted. So for that, we will come to filter part, but as I'm explaining this, how to use the conditional formatting, so I'm explaining the filter part as well. Click on this filter, or I'll say select the entire data, go and click on filter. It will remove and again filter, it will add the filter here. Now click on this drop down and then filter by color. This is very useful and very fast. So you can click on the green symbol here or no fill. If I click on no fill, it will directly filter out the data which does not have green color in it. And now you know how many people are there which with salary of less than 30,000. If you want to remove it, just go here and clear filter from salary. It will come back to the original position. This is how you can use conditional formatting in many ways. We have different options like less than, between, to, and so on. We have other options as well. I would recommend you to go and check out the options. And if you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. You have an option of format as table as well. If you know how to use tables, right, which will come as a separate video in this playlist. So I will be skipping this option for now and all these options. Format as table, cell styles, insert, delete, and format. So these three options about the cells, these are basically inclusion and deletion of rows and cells. So for example, if you want a new row, go on this, click on this, the row number 2, click on the right button of the mouse. This will open and click on insert one row above, insert one row below. If you want a blank row above it, click on this like this. If you want to add a row below it, click on this and a new row will become. This is how we can modify, add, delete the rows, and same goes for the column as well. If you select this, click on this, insert one column to the left, one column to the right, delete column G, clear contents from it. So you can explore the options, but these are the basic ones which you usually use, insert and delete the rows, and you would be using it very frequently if you are handling with data. Now let's move to editing part. In this, the major function which you will be using is sort and filter. So you can just go and select the entire data, Control A, and then click on this and click on filter. So this is used to filter out data based on conditions. So for example, salary greater than 30,000. So I'll go and click on this drop down. Then you will see you can sort it by smallest to largest, largest to smallest, like this. Then you can custom sort as well. This is a sheet view. This is for the online options. Then you have filter like number filters, greater than. Now greater than 30,000. Okay. So it will filter out all the rows where the salary is greater than 30,000. Earlier we saw that we can apply a conditional formatting based on some filters, but here we can directly filter out the data instead of coloring it. Similarly, we have other options like less than 30,000, and data is here. And we have other options like equals, between, top 10, above average, below average, and customize filter. If you want to clear all the filters, you can go click on this and then clear. Select the data, click on filter, and it will remove all the filters from the table. This is a very powerful option in editing, and I would recommend that you go and master it, because in data, filtration is the most frequently used step to get the desired data set. I hope you have loved this video. I will be creating more videos based on these options, and also in later videos I'm going to deep dive in calculations part, where I'm going to explain all the calculations, formulas, functions with automation. So stay tuned, subscribe to my playlist. Thanks for watching.